This part work has been supplied to me free of charge from DeAgostini. If you'd like to build along, pop along to DeAgostini.com where you can order one for your very own. They also have several other part work build-up models that you can build for everything from cars to boats and everything in between. So I'd like to thank them very much for giving me the opportunity to build this so you can all watch and see exactly how it all goes together. Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models. Welcome to issue 3 of Building Your Own Ford GT. This is another sort of standalone issue where we're going to be doing the door. I think the first few issues of this are all sort of, as ever, they start off something special and something nice and unique. The hood, obviously, we didn't actually build anything with. Wheel, door, yeah, a few bits until we start getting everything put together. But first of all, of course, we're going to have a flick through the magazine. We're looking at A Passion for Speed, the V8 mid-engine. Ford GT would have been an 8-cylinder V engine, would have been located in the best possible place at the centre of the vehicle. It balances everything out. It's ideal, but it means you can't use it for passengers and things like that. But there we go. Double exhaust, the GT Mark IV, 7-litre engine. Very similar styling, but not quite the same. Yeah, all stuff about the history of the model, the cars, everything else. 4.2 litre engine used in the GT prototypes. Quite heavy. It gets heavier, but here we go. Yes, we're building the right door. We've got everything from the window to interiors and bolts and hinges and things to fix onto that. So we shall be doing that momentarily. In case you didn't know where the door is, it's that bit there. So that's what we have today. And that's that. So not much in the magazine to look at the moment. I'll get the parts out. The parts at the moment come like this on a big backing card thing. All of the parts for this stage come like that. So when you are taking these apart, obviously be careful. Make sure the little bits, I don't know if there's bits, a little spring in there. Make sure you've got the pieces off properly. They're not stuck to the plastic casing and things like that. So I shall get these out. We'll clear the bench and we'll put the door together. Okay, here are all the parts out. Mainly plastic, apart from obviously the external panel in the nicely painted metal. So we are starting off with fixing the exterior door light, which has a little notch. It's not actually a light on this model, it's just a reflective piece. And that is being held in place with an FP02. We've got lots of different screws on these builds. The FP01, FP02 is there. I haven't as yet sorted out a storage medium for these. So what I'm doing is just going to leave one in the packet there. And the packet gets put away. Screws still in it until I can label something up more accurately. But this is just going to be held in place with a screw through the other side. Hold that in there, nice and easy. Got a little notch so it won't rotate and will only go in one direction. That is that. Then we are fitting the hinge onto here as well. So we've got this that way round. We've got the hinge piece. It is metal. That feels metal. Probably metal. Yeah, I'm feeling that's heavier than it would be if it was plastic. So that has an angling to it. You've got to make sure you get it the right way round. That sits in there like that, and over the top of that goes a metal plate. Got 2 pins, 2 holes for pins, and 1 hole for a screw, and that screw is going to be an FD01. That's one of these. I'm assuming the F is purely going to be denoting that it is the Ford car, and the numbers, the D probably means going into metal. Yeah, the FP probably means going into plastic. So this one will go into there. D01. Check the hinge can rotate. Loosen the screw holding plate on if it doesn't. Batten down. There. So yeah, that rotates. Does it rotate all the way, or does it only move a little bit? Have I tightened it up too much? Or have I got it in the wrong way round? That's the other possibility. Loosen it a bit and see. Moving. All right. That plate is now quite loose and it's still not rotating. So something is not right there. I'm thinking I might have this the wrong way round, although it does look like it should. I wish they showed it from that angle rather than the half angle that doesn't really show me exactly what's going on. Let me take this off completely and then see where we are. Can get that off now. Go. So this is, oh, it's got a flat edge to that. So that might be, it's really just not turning if it's that way round. If it's that way round, way around feels even worse, to be honest. Yeah, there's definitely an edge to this that's flat on that side, rounded on that side. With that in there, that is against here and doesn't want to turn. With it the other way up, I think when that goes to open, then that will be moving because it's turning against that bracket. I'm going to try it that way around. The other way around to the way I had it. Because it didn't seem to work at all the way I had it. See if it works better this way round. Yeah, it just says to use the hinge plate and it should rotate. That, yeah, that now rotates and sort of locks in place in a couple of places. So let's tighten that down a bit more. Yeah, that goes to open and shut. So I think that's probably the right way around now. We'll find out as we go down the build and find out that it's completely wrong. Yeah, it's not terribly clear in the picture of the angles, but I think that's okay. We'll find out eventually. What we are doing on here now is we're putting the spring onto this. This is the opening mechanism. Nice that the door's got an actual sort of lock to it. That is going into there. So that will be on the outside. Won't it? Must do. Yes, it's showing that as being on the outside and that on there. That spring have to be under there, like that. Probably not going to stay like that for now. No, because I need to turn the page to find out what I'm doing next. It is, as I suspected, going to be putting this bracket over the top, and it's held in place with FD04 screws. So we've got 3 of those in that packet. Let's open that up, leave one of them in that packet, and get 2 of them out. That over there with those. So now we've got to try and do all this again. That in there. That there, and that able to move like that. That looks about right. Let's get that over there. Does it matter which way around this goes? No, it seems to be symmetrical. That will go on there like that. Now I've got to hold it while I get the screws in. That's going to be the tricky bit. Hold it while I get one screw in. That screw should hold the other bit in while I'm doing the other side. That should work. It's all working, mostly. Go. Goes over there like that. Then I can tighten this down. And yeah, then we've got catch working. Obviously, it will work from the latch on the other side. It's going to be held in place properly and securely, no doubt. The rest of it's all together. But first of all, we're going to be fitting this piece to the roof. Just pins, push that in place. That's nice and easy and makes quite a good fit. I'm quite happy with that. So far, so good. Then the window, right. Window with a nice black edging piece around it. And then obviously the hatch that would open. That is just popping in there. FD03, the one packet, or one of the 2 packets that I haven't opened. 3 of these screws will hold that in place. So let's get 3 of those out. There we go. The other packet is going to be putting at least one of these 2 things in place. So these are going through bottom there. Nothing holds it in place at the top, but it doesn't really need it, does it? Go in there. Get lined up properly. These are basically screws with a built-in washer that will hold it in place without tightening down too much onto the plastic going through into the metal. On that one and the other one. There. Tighten down. Now I'm putting these in to metal. Some people will use oil to do this. I prefer not to. I prefer to make sure my screws are in and not going to come back out again, which will makes it slightly more likely that's going to happen. Now, they do sometimes get caught up, so it's best to go in and then come back half a turn and then tighten it down a turn or so. Just every so often, sort of back up a little bit. That just breaks off any loose bits or paint that have been caught up in the hole. It makes it a little bit easier to go in again. So, quick tip for that, as well as not tightening up the first screw that you put in. Tighten them up one at a time. So yeah, if you push the window, it does bend open a little bit, but I'm going to push the window, and I'm sure maybe there's nothing else going to go on the inside there. I'm not sure. We'll figure that out as time goes by. What we're doing now, that's that. We are bringing in the other big bit. I forgot this bit. Big and I forgot it. We are fitting this to the inside of that. Yep, that way round. Peg and a screw. Basically, that's just making a little compartment inside there. FP01, that's the one that I haven't used yet. Get that out. Yeah, because this in a frame piece is in fact plastic, so you can use the FP for that. Goes into there. Nice. There we go. Inner door compartment. Place the inner door panel onto the inside of the door, matching the holes in the opening to the panel with those in the door. Fix originally 2 FD01 screws. Ones that I've already used, but there were a couple of spare ones in there. So we keep one in the packet. If I can, I'll get the other 2 out. There we go. 1 and 2 and 3. Obviously, the third one escaped. I shall put it back in the packet so I know which one it is, should I need it down the line. Always worth keeping hold of the spare screws or any other parts that you get, because you never know when you might need them. So 2 of these will be holding that in place over the, oh, there you go. That's going to go around the inside of the door and make sure everything is secure. Door catch comes out that bit. That goes through there. And obviously these 2 posts here, what the screws are going to be holding it in place. All the way down there onto the post. Tighten that down a little bit. Then come back, put the other one in, and tighten both down fully. Quite a thick door. Strange. Protection, probably. or just the way it's built. The problem is that this has got to come apart if I've got this bit the wrong way round. I won't know about that until, well, probably months down the line, until we come to fit the door in place. So this panel pops over the top there. Do I want to do that yet? I don't really want to do that yet, although it's fairly easy to pop off by the looks of it. It's got quite a good sort of catch to that. So how confident am I that this is the right way around? I'm fairly confident that that's the right way around, but not 100%. So I'm not going to push that home. I'm going to leave that loose on there for now, till I can do a bit more research and find out if that is correct or if it's wrong. It's got to open the other way, surely, hasn't it? I don't understand. The door's got a hinge open this way. Can't open that way because the whole thing's in the way. Oh, it's going to fix to something on the inside there and will open to there. So that makes it more likely that it's going to want to fix and be vertical that way. I'm happier that that's correct. So I'll leave it like that, but I won't push that home for now. And we've got the door catch that works through there. That is not fully home. This has got to go inside there. I missed that step. So will that just go in? I think I'm going to have to take this back off again, just as well I didn't put that on, really, didn't it? Didn't get that pushed in at the top. Yeah, it doesn't really say about that, which is a shame, but you've got to make sure you get that in at the top before you get these screws in at the bottom. So, loosened them, but obviously not quite enough. Taken out completely. It's the only way of being sure. Right, so let's start again. Let's get, where's that screw gone? Oh, it's attached to me. Screwdriver still. There we go. Right, so now this has got to go into that up there. And then you can line everything up further down, mainly that door catch. Get that in the right place. Yeah, it's quite tight. Not a bad thing. There we go. That's better. I'm happier with that there now. So now I can get these screws back in. And again, I'll just pop that sort of half on over the top of this in case I do need to get it apart when I know exactly what's going on down the line. Won't be a problem to push it in place, and it won't be a problem to leave it like that if need be. So there we go, that's that. Got half on, so it's not going to fall off, but it's just going to sit there. So that is the door. Bit of wobble to it, so I might go back in and tighten that up again anyway, but that's that. It looks lovely. It is a thing of beauty. The colours are nice, and it all just works and matches. So yeah, I'm fairly confident that this is the correct way around, but okay. So that's that. Thank you for watching. Thank you again for DeAgostini for sending me the kit, and I shall see you soon for more of the same. Thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.